Today, on average, 4 people in Dallas County found out they have breast cancer if today was a normal day. That's why Fox 4 joined the Komen-Dallas County Race for the Cure. In 5 years, the money raised through your participation in the race helped Komen-Dallas provide close to $10 million in no-cost breast health services for Dallas County residents. The sooner the diagnosis, the more help that's available. For more information, we're using the hashtag #DallasRace on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Running.
No, Pat just saying, I don't know if you heard her. She's like, I'm not going to be running, but I am going to be there. Are you just so excited?
I am thrilled. It's really been a long time coming. I lost my mother 20 years ago this year, and I've wanted to be involved. I will tell you, for so many years, it was just so painful to be connected to causes that dealt with breast cancer because I hadn't healed yet. But I am so glad I'm doing it this year because I can feel the power that it's giving me. No more, I'm not a victim anymore. I'm not the child that lost her mother way too soon. I can speak to that, but I'm not that victim. This has created power inside of me now to help other people.
Well, you were so young when you lost her. Do you think you fully got what breast cancer was? Because 20 years ago, we weren't necessarily having the discussions like we are now.
Let me tell you, I was, it was like a death sentence. I was 17 years old. I had been away in college for 2 weeks at the time when the phone call came in from my sister saying that, guess what, you know, Mom and Dad are not going to be at Parents Weekend this weekend, which was like, what? Like, they're not going to be there. They're always there. And she said, well, Mom found out she's got breast cancer and is having surgery in the morning. And she did not want you to worry. So I'm coming. And instantly, and I can remember, it's like it was yesterday, I thought, my mom's going to die. I didn't think, oh, maybe, or this. I thought my mother's going to die. She's going to miss my weddings. She's going to miss the birth of my children. She's going to miss all those important moments that you think of when you think of your mom. And I can remember thinking that at 17 years old.
And how does that make you relate now to your own children when you think about that? And the fact that you are here for them now, but Grandma's not.
Exactly. You know what? It definitely makes me more aware of how important it is to take care of your health. I think so many women put ourselves to the side to take care of everybody else, and we forget about ourselves. And a lot of times it doesn't just impact us, but it impacts everybody around us. So whether it's our husband or our children, and it kills me to think that I wouldn't be here for them because I know the pain that it caused me. So I take care of my health. I mean, I get my mammograms once a year. I make it a priority to do my well checks every year, to do whatever it is to take care of Mom, because many times we don't do it.
And the family would be so different if Mom wasn't there, so moms need to take care of themselves. And Emmett, I know that he's been supportive of you, of course, and in your loss and through your life. But his sister, was it stage 3? She was like
stage 2, 3 breast cancer 2 years ago. She actually had triple negative, which is a very aggressive breast cancer. She'll be 50 in a couple of weeks, and so she's celebrating.
She's doing great?
She's doing great. I mean, she's got 4 kids. She's, has a wonderful husband, and she always says, I could not have gotten through this without you all.
So do you think that Emmett's sister going through this from a male perspective kind of helped him to understand it more? Because as women, of course, we all unite and we get it.
Right.
The NFL has had all these pushes, for the guys to wear the pink socks and get pink on the field. Do you think they're getting it now that everybody understands?
I think they're getting it because they're all being affected. When you think about it, we all know someone, whether it's a family member or a friend, who's been affected by breast cancer. For Emmett, before his sister had it, I can remember sitting in a Komen meeting years ago when I just felt like I want to get involved, I want to do something, and I saw the impact that Komen was having on our county and our city and our state and the world. And Emmett and I went to the meeting, and as he talked, he started crying, talking about what it was like feeling robbed of not knowing my mother. And that's when I realized it affected him. Because he'd hear all these wonderful things about this vibrant woman and how funny she was and how loving she was, but it was a disconnect for him because he had not had the opportunity to get to know her. He felt robbed. And then I realized my kids have been robbed from not having a grandmother. Not my mother. They have, of course, Emmett's mom, but not my mother. So, and my husband was robbed. My father was robbed of the love of his life, his wife of 30 years. So many people are impacted, and I think that day it really it hit Emmett.
I tell you one thing that might be then really emotional for you is that survivor's walk at Common. You see all the people who walk that sea of pink, and then also the people who have the in memory signs on their backs and their chests, and you know, in celebration of it. It's so moving to think of the people like Emmett's sister who did beat breast cancer and who survived, and then the people like your mom who did not. But it's about getting the message out now, and that's what you're helping to do. Right. Is there something that you want to make sure that every person watching right now takes away from you being honorary chair? Is it just, Mom, take care of yourself? Is it talk more about it? What message is that, you think?
You know what? There's so many, but first is, Mom, take care of yourself. Yeah. You know, I call it treasure you. Take care of you first and foremost, right? So you can be here for your beautiful babies. And then I think as a community, we have to start becoming more aware that early detection is the key. You know, go get your mammograms, do self-check evaluations yourself. And there are resources out here like Komen who provide, services for people that are underinsured or that need the extra support and help. And the big thing is we got to find a cure.
Absolutely.
We got to fight. I mean, we got to fight. We're going to fight this thing. I am so determined to not see people go through and suffer the way I've seen women suffer through this disease. And, of course, to see how these children are suffering and husbands are suffering. So we got to do something about it. And I'm in the long haul now. Oh yeah. I've turned that pain into power.
Thank you for doing that. It's an inspirational story, and I know so many people are going to be touched by it. So thank you. I just love having you in.
I love you too, Heather. Anytime, just call me, girl. I'll meet you up here about 9 o'clock.
We're just going to get together tonight about 10, so we're going out afterwards. Thank you, Pat, for all you're doing for Komen and for so many people here in North Texas. And listen, if you want to be a part of this, just like Fox 4, because we are a proud media sponsor of the Komen Dallas County Race for the Cure, all you have to do is either watch our live coverage of the race Saturday morning, October 19th, or how about joining and showing up, meet Pat, say hello to the 30,000 people who will be there. Go to komen-dallas.org. You can get there through a link on our webpage, myfoxdfw.com.